So yesterday was really interesting. I had a group coaching call and we were looking at positive quotes online and really assessing the words, assessing the language of those positive quotes to see really, is the message in the quote actually positive? Because quite often, and you'll know because you're watching this video, that you can see on Facebook and on the internet, you see these positive quotes coming up, yeah? And often they get a lot of likes, a lot of shares, but quite often the words that are used aren't actually giving a whole positive outlook, whole positive message. And really what it's doing is it's actually only kind of giving a sympathy vote, right? And we can have two kind of mindsets, right? We can have like a victim mentality, which is where things happen to us, and you know, why is it always me? And you know, it's hard. And don't get me wrong, life does throw challenges up, and I'm sure you've had your fair share, as have I. But there's a different mentality that you can adopt, and that's one of a chooser. Now, choosing mentality will always recognize that there is a choice, that there is an opportunity for a different outcome in every situation. And often the first place to start with that is just recognizing that opportunity. You know, that it doesn't matter what happens, there's always another chance that you can create, another possible outcome that you can generate from what's in front of you. It's not a case of just being black and white. There's a lot of color in between. And the prime example of this was looking at two quotes, and it was quite amazing how it happened because it was completely random yesterday. One of them was talking about saying be strong, because you know, sometimes there's a storm, you know, but the rain doesn't last forever. And what's interesting about that is that the big word there, be strong, kind of suggests a positive, but the way that it's framed is not positive. It's saying, you know, there's a storm, and let's face it, you can't control the weather. The weather is something that you and I will never be able to control. And you're kind of waiting on things to happen to allow you to feel better. That's what that quote suggests, you know. And so it was actually agreed that that quote wasn't giving so much of a positive message there. And then the next quote was perfect. It was so life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. And that's what it's all about. I mean, that's such an amazing quote, because you might not be able to control some stuff. You know, you can't control the weather. The storm might be there for months, days, years, weeks, whatever. But, you know, it ultimately isn't in your control. So what can you control? Well, the opportunity is there for you to look at the rain differently, to look at the storm differently, to change its meaning. Because nothing changes unless we change the meaning. So whatever it is that you're going through, whatever's happening for you right now in your life, whatever your storm is, then have a look. You know, is there some way that you can create a new meaning for the storm, a new meaning for the rain, and actually find a way to enjoy something, you know? Just to look at something a little more positively, and instead of weighing yourself down, waiting, just go and make it happen. Make something happen, change something. You know, Einstein says the definition, he said once famously, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So change something. You know, what can you do? What can you do right now to just alter the course that you're on? You know, an airplane doesn't ever fly in one direction towards its destination. It's always slightly off course, you know, due to wind resistance, due to the atmosphere changes. A pilot has to every now and again just navigate back 2 or 3 degrees to the left, 2 or 3 degrees to the right, down, up. It's never going straight to its destination. If you were just to let it fly, you'd end up in a completely different place. You wouldn't end up on the runway. You wouldn't end up in your destination. So every now and again we have to navigate, and perhaps now's a time in your life just to navigate a little left and right, yeah, up and down. Just figure out what it is that you need to change subtly in order to create a better, healthier, happier version of you tomorrow. So let's think about that, and hey, share your comments below. We'd love to hear from you. I plan on doing more of these videos, more YouTube videos, and I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Hope you're having a great day. Bye bye.